George Floyd, Philando Castile, Tamir Rice, Rashard Brooks. Black men killed by police. Cases that outraged America. Today, black men are 2.5 times more likely to be killed by police than are white men. At protests across America, anger and ideas for how to fix the larger problem.
I feel like something's got to change, either with training or something, because they should not be the ones scared of us.
It's almost like we have to train ourselves about how to act in front of the police just so that we don't end up being victims of violence.
In traffic stops, black and Hispanic drivers are also searched more often than white drivers.
The science shows us that all of us have biases baked into our minds. They're part of our most ancient mental programming. And that's why it's so important that all of us, including the police, have to recognize them.
As part of an upcoming PBS documentary shot before the pandemic, I met with Stanford sociologist Jennifer Eberhard and her team, who analyzed police body cam footage to help police departments across the country identify and eliminate their biases in the field.
What kinds of patterns do you think you could detect?
Well, we want to look to see, for example, if African Americans are treated any differently from white Americans during these stops.
What they found was eye-opening. In their analysis of over 1,000 traffic stops, they found that white drivers were told much faster than black drivers why they were being stopped. White drivers tended to be addressed more respectfully as sir or ma'am, while black drivers were more often called things like man or bro. White drivers also received more reassurances from officers, while black drivers got more probing questions and were told far more frequently to keep their hands on the wheel.
A surprising fact is that if we just look at the words that were used by the officer, we can predict the race of the person that they're talking to about 2/3 of the time.
Wow, even if you don't know the race of the person that was stopped, you can tell it from how that person was spoken to.
Black person or a white person.
The Stanford team is now sharing its findings with police departments across the country and training officers to become more aware of their own biases.
We all suffer from that. We all have it. So it's not something to avoid or be defensive about, but it's something to understand.
Experts say it's a critical step toward changing the assumptions police can make about people of color and the horrors that can result.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.